Hey everyone, what's going on? MXM here, and in this video I'll be going over on how to improve your aim in Deep Rock Galactic. So let's get it started. So the first thing we want to do is in our window settings. So we'll start heading over towards Start, go towards your settings, and head over towards Devices. Once we're in Devices, we want to make sure we go towards Mouse Options, and select additional mouse options. Once we're here, we'll head over towards Pointer Options, and you want to make sure that Enhanced Pointer Precision is disabled. The reason why you want to have this disabled is because if you have it enabled, your mouse movement speed ups or slows down depending on how quickly you move your mouse with your hand. This prevents you from developing proper muscle memory and just doesn't work in your favor in general. This doesn't go for just Deep Rock Galactic, but this goes for any other shooter or any game in general. So just make sure that you have this unticked always, is the best thing to do. So the next thing we have to do is in-game. So once you're in-game, just tap escape, go towards options and head over towards the controls. Well, once you're in controls, you head over towards keyboard and mouse, and you want to make sure that mouse moving is disabled. The thing that mouse moving does, it helps out with like all the mice, but in this day and age of gaming, where the raw inputs of your mice are already really accurate and really solid, make sure to just disable it. It's going to increase your accuracy overall. Then next up you have the actual mouse sensitivity. I highly recommend that you do not touch this, just leave this as is. And the reason for this is you want to have as constant muscle memory as possible. And by achieving that, you don't want to have a different sensitivity in each other game. Because if you start messing with this, you're going to try and duplicate the exact same thing in, for instance, Call of Duty Warzone. I'm just naming a game. And what this is going to lead to is that you're going to have like two different sensitivities. It's not going to help you develop your muscle memory. So just leave this as is. The best thing you can do is to make sure that you set a DPI that works for you. So I'm currently playing at 750 DPI myself. I've always been a low DPI player, and the reason for that is because I think that a lower DPI helps you be more pinpoint accurate than a higher DPI does. However, the downside is when you have a lower DPI is that you might be throwing your mouse around a lot around your desk, and if you don't have a lot of space, that might be an issue. If you jump into my stream, for instance, and there's a lot of moments where I have to do a bunch of 180s or move around a lot, you will hear me throw around my mouse on my desk. That's one thing I do. There's a downside of having like a high DPI, but it's something you get used to. The main aspect of getting better with your aim is just a constant setting, the same setting every single time. Because if you keep messing around with your mouse settings, like, yeah, I don't really like this, I'm just going to tick up and down, I'm going to go from 750 DPI to 600 or back to 1000, is that you do not give your brain the time to develop the muscle memory that is needed for you to start shining using that certain sensitivity or DPI. So make sure once you set something that you stick with it. So if you set your DPI to 800, personally, I think 800 is a perfect starting DPI if you're trying to get used to lower DPIs and be more accurate. Make sure you stick with it and that you don't start messing around with anything else in your settings once you have the Enhanced Pointer Precision disabled and the mouse moving disabled. So to sum this all up, in my opinion, to get the best aiming possible, make sure that you have a low DPI, 800 at least, preferably lower. Do not mess around with the in-game sensitivity. Make sure mouse moving is undisabled, and Enhanced Pointer Precision in Windows is also enabled.
Some good things.
In the case it all fails and it doesn't help you improve your aim at all, we still got the perfect fix and the last resort. Step number 1, grab the gunner class. Step number 2, select the minigun as a primary weapon. Step number 3, load into a mission. Step number 4, shoot in the general direction of any bugs. Step number 5, profit.
Honestly,
Hopefully you found this guide useful and you learned a thing or two considering to learn how to aim. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for future content. I also stream on Twitch, Tuesday through Sunday over at twitch.tv/MXMTuvi. Link in the description down below. And lastly, have a great day and I hope to catch you guys in the next one.